everybody! JK Calloway here at Real JK Calloway. And this week on Hashtag or Else, we played Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is. Lots of fun playing along with this one. We did trend number 3 in Canada, number 2 in the US, over 17,000 tweets by nearly 10,000 people. Thank you everyone who played along. It was a blast as always. So let's get into some of the tweets from the hosts. And of course every week we've got Kesha Tedder, as well as myself, Real JK Calloway. One from @Kesha Tedder, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is, No Politics for a Day. And one from myself at Real JK Calloway, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is hearing my kids laughing hysterically with one another. There's nothing like it. And this week we had some killer co-hosts. Let's see a couple from them. One from @MSeric, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is illegal in 50 states. And one from @SwissMistress, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is a Day Off. Heck, I'll take 4 hours. Alright, now let's get into our top 10 for this week's Hashtag or Else game, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is. Number 10 comes from @AwkwardHandle, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is, Wi-Fi, AC, Hashtag Coffee, and cigarettes. Number 9 comes from @NeekTatharaj, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is, no commercials on Hulu Plus, and smoked salmon as far as the eye can see. Number 8 is from @Ayuswiku, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is life without anxiety. Our number 7 is from @NVLove, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is this face on my face. Number 6 comes from @Jack and Ari's dad, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is sundresses on a windy day. Number 5 is from @MCLittleBig, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is having all the time in the world to read. Classic. Number 4 comes from @Dilated, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is not needing to sleep or have responsibilities in between the times I'm playing video games. Number 3 is from @Gothams_Batgirl, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is drinking all I want without fear of the looming hangover in the morning. Number 2 comes from @K_Castorena, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is spending the day in the couch watching Netflix with my dogs and cat. Now before we get to our number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions. First comes from @Mr. Tommy Campbell, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is no heaven at all. Stop trying to please a fictional sky wizard and start living your life. Enjoy family, friends, and nature. Mic drop, bitch. We've got one from @DaisyDoesIt, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is a day not battling depression. One from @Will3K85, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is up for review with the Religious Council. Don't think they'll go for the orgies and cake batter part, but you never know. One from @MeganAldane, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is obviously not the same as yours. A place without gay people and filled with hypocrites sounds really boring. Got one from @BadRonan, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is sitting in a kiddie pool of mustard with a bucket of corn dogs. And we've got one from @DColobra, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is a perfect place to house all of the religious lunatics. And our number 1 for this week's Hashtag or Else game goes to @Steve_D24, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is to imagine there's nothing to kill or die for, no religion too, and all the people living life in peace. Also, no plagiarism. And that is it, my friends, our top 10 for this week's Hashtag or Else game, Hashtag My Idea of Heaven Is. Thank you ever so much for playing along. Please give a subscribe to this channel. It is a delight when I get more subscribers, because that way I get more subscribers. I'm still quite new to this, so I'm not sure what that means, but do it anyway. Like, share, comment, all of that goodness. Give a follow to any of my social media experiments. I'm on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Vine, Snapchat, and the Periscope. Make sure you go to Twitter and follow Hashtag or Else. We play every Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. It's a blast every time we do, and I appreciate it. And of course, make sure you give a follow to my partner in crime on said Hashtag or Else game, @Kesha Tedder. She is brilliant, she is hilarious, and she will steal your heart and possibly give it back at some point. And while you're doing stuff on your phone, go to your app store and download the Hashtag Roundup app. It is outstanding and has all the greatest weekly games. Make this happen for yourself. It's really for you, not me. My name is JK Calloway, and we will talk to you next time.